Hey guys, so a united, got that runny nose, a united function. So with this, in the world, it seems like we all got different functions. My function to be an airman, your function to be a teacher, whatever, what have you. Just a whole bunch of little different things, and it seems like they'll conflict. And I think that's when we get into all the trouble. Because what we should be doing is trying to align ourselves with God's will. I think so many Christians are thought they just pretty much like have come to this, I guess, I don't want to say agreement, but just acceptance that like, oh, God's will is just different from mine. And that almost like gives them like a pass to be quote unquote sinful because they're like, well, God's ways are different from my ways. And yes, he has said that, but it's like, he also says, be ye therefore holy, for I am holy. So it's like he wants us to be as he is, not necessarily be a God, but just to be able to share in what he is as the sons of God. And I think we do that when we recognize what our function is. I think a lot of people in this world, we get caught up in thinking that we got to correct our brother. And correction for us would have us separate, It would have us believe that our brother is a victim and that is in need of our correction as he is more guilty and thus in need of our correction from one who is more innocent than he. And then that's when we get and then we have this split functions. And that's when we get, into the accusing and the blaming and the gnashing of teeth. And that's no good, man. When we realize that correction is not our function, but rather it belongs to one who knows, the Holy Spirit, and who knows of fairness and not of guilt. And if you assume correction's role, you lose the function of forgiveness. Because no one can really forgive until he learns correction is but to forgive and never to accuse. So yeah, you can correct, but it's only if done in the way of forgiveness. And the thing is that we can, before I get into that, is that identity and function, see, the thing about this is that identity and function are the same. Because that's the thing. What you do in life, you feel that as you, what you feel your function in this world is, and your job, your life is going to reflect that. And that's how you know yourself. And so you confuse your function with the function of another. You see how this is going to start getting crazy? So you're confused about yourself and who you are. So it's like if I tried really hard to be like a police officer right now, I'd be really confused. I want to know what's going on. If I try to arrest somebody right now, they'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? And it's like when you feel like you're not being yourself, when you act in a way that just doesn't seem like you, then it just seems to cause you to, this feels out of whack, you know what I mean? And what the thing, and this is kind of like the whole notion of the separation and the fall of man, this is where it all really, when you break it down, the separation is just basically, it's nothing more is a wish to take God's function from him and deny him what is his. Say, God, no, your function, I want to take your function. I want your job. And so if it's not his, then it's not yours either. Because you lose what you would take away. So it's just very much so, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Now, when I say this whole united purpose, when that's the case, is that if everybody, to forgive and to heal should be our united function. Everybody, that's what you really wish for, then that's what will be given to you, and you'll see that. Because remember, what you give in this world, you will receive. And that being the case, if you want the happy things of God and you can expect them, then you've got to live a life that's in accordance with that. If you want forgiveness, you've got to be willing to give forgiveness. If you're not happy with the world that you have, be willing to look in the mirror and say, am I giving the things that I am wanting? And then go from there. Okay, but I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day, and let's unite our functions in that one holy name. Okay, see ya.